Tyson Fury will bid to become the undisputed ruler of the heavyweight division in Saudi Arabia next month in a long overdue showdown with former pound-for-pound king Oleksandr Usyk. Fans and fighters alike are divided on who will win the historic showdown, although many have written off Usyk's chances due to Fury's significant height and reach advantages. Mike Tyson is in the history books for becoming the youngest fighter ever to win a world heavyweight title. He didn't, however, manage to unite all of the belts to become undisputed, something that's in touching distance for both Fury and Usyk. Speaking to TalkSport, the fighter, often known as the baddest man on the planet, praised Fury. Tyson Fury proved over and over again he's the best, and I respect Deontay Wilder, Usyk, but the most respect I possess is for Tyson Fury. He's the champ, he's the reigning champ, and he's gonna be the champ for as long a time as he chooses, unless we get some new guy up. As for a prediction, should the undisputed fight go ahead, it's not surprising to hear that Iron Mike doesn't lean on the difference in size when making his pick, given that he himself was a smaller heavyweight himself. He stated, "I never think anybody's too small. I just think Tyson's not gonna do what Anthony Joshua did. I think he's just gonna go out and put a lot of pressure on him." The fight has the boxing public seemingly split down the middle, a toss-up between the movement and class of Usyk and the size and educated pressure of Fury. And Froch told pro boxing fans that he is backing his fellow Brit to get the job done in devastating fashion if the historic bout does eventually get made. I think Fury versus Usyk is a great fight. Short and sweet, I think Fury's too big for him. I think Usyk will be clever early on, but at some stage, Tyson Fury will get close to him, lean on him, bully him, and start hitting him with shots. He'll hit him with a couple of uppercuts, like he did Dillian White, and I think that'll be fight over. He's just too big and too good. My prediction is that Fury knocks him out. Sean Porter believes the size of the task on his hands may prompt the Wythenshawe Warrior to contemplate withdrawing from the historic showdown. The former WBC welterweight champ told ProBox TV, "You look at a guy like Tyson Fury, a guy who has been around this track so many times. I think that a fighter will get to a point where they see the hardest night ahead of them and they're like, man, I just had so many of those hard nights. I am not going to have that hard night." What we know about Tyson Fury is that he is a showman. What we know about Tyson Fury is that he likes things to be his way or no way, which is why he went after Francis Ngannou, because those are the kind of fights that he is looking for. He is looking for things that are going to give him the money and the recognition and the nights that he is not going to have to train hard for anymore. Anthony Joshua promoter Eddie Hearn has explained how his man could jump the queue and floor plans for the rerun.
I think Tyson Fury wins the fight. I mean, it all depends on if what we saw in the Ngannou fight was just him not taking it seriously, or if it was him in decline, he's going to have a tough night against Usyk. I think he's going to be too big in that fight. If he's switched on, if he trains properly, which you'd expect him to do and be, I expect him to win. But you can't rule out Oleksandr Usyk. It's a tremendous heavyweight clash. Another massive fight in Saudi Arabia, and great for the heavyweight division and great for boxing that we're seeing that undisputed fight.
Hasim Rahman will be forever qualified to comment on boxing's heavyweight division. Speaking to Fight Hype, The Rock Rahman responded affirmatively when asked if Oleksandr Usyk could beat Tyson Fury in their much-discussed matchup. He stated, "I think so. I think Usyk is the best heavyweight that's currently fighting today. I think Fury imitates Usyk, and he's had a lot of success with it, fighting plotting, slow heavyweights who aren't really boxing like that. Everything Fury can do in boxing, Usyk can do it better." Former cruiserweight world champion Bellew faced Usyk in his last fight before retiring. He was knocked out in the 8th round, a final 200 lb victory for the Ukrainian before he started his heavyweight campaign, going on to win the unified titles from Anthony Joshua and putting him in this position now. With the in-ring experience, Bellew has changed his prediction for the undisputed bout. He broke it down for Joe. He stated, "I've always thought Fury's going to be too big, but the closer this is drawn, I actually side towards Usyk. I think Usyk is the only one that can beat him." What I will say about Tyson Fury is, since linking up with Sugar Hill, his style has evolved massively. He is no longer a feather-fisted fighter. He's a heavy-handed pressure counter-puncher. I think it's one of the best transformations I've ever seen in a fighter. I've always thought he's going to be a really huge, awkward heavyweight that is a nightmare to fight, but now he's a big, awkward, dangerous heavyweight. Bellew now thinks Usyk is the man to beat Fury, the only man, and believes that the size will play in his favor rather than the Brits. a direct contrast to many predictions. He added, "The only problem is, at that kind of weight and that kind of size, he's always going to be a step behind Oleksandr Usyk. Usyk has got the greatest footwork in the world. His feet are just exceptional. I understand the theory of Fury being the favorite going in, but if anyone is going to beat him, it's going to be Oleksandr Usyk because he is quick enough to dart in and out all night. He is fit enough. He is sharp enough." To take Fury's quote, "The hardest he's ever pushed was Steve Cunningham, a cruiserweight, who dropped him. If you think Steve Cunningham's style is hard, wait till you have and get in the ring with Oleksandr Usyk, mate." Billy Nelson, a top trainer, discusses potential fights and provides opinions on the Usyk versus Fury fight and gives insights into various boxing matchups and fighters.
No. Because I know for a fact, before that fight that got cancelled there, he was looking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant in the gym. And I unfortunately got that cut.
So you would expect more of the same. I mean, certainly the pictures we've seen of him, he looks in great shape.
Well, he looks in good shape. He looks in much better shape.
Are you willing to pick a winner between Fury and Usyk?
Well, Fury will beat him.
You
Fury
sound very
will stop him.
confident.
He'll stop him. I think he'll stop him.
Wow.
When asked about the unification fight, which will take place on the 17th of February for all the heavyweight gold, AJ said, "I don't know. I fought Usyk. I think he's a phenomenal fighter, and I think he has a great team around him. You're only as good as your team, and he has a great team around him. After being in the ring with him and studying him, still studying him now, I think he's the one to edge it, probably because of his experiences, his ring generalship, and ring craft. I think he's top tier." It is not surprising that Anthony Joshua has come out and publicly backed the Ukrainian fighter after supposedly being continually disrespected by Fury in the past. He stated, "I don't know, but I'm Team Usyk anyway. There's respect, but Fury said a lot of bad things about me. I'm never going to ride with someone that disrespects me. That would make me a lunatic, and I'm pretty level-headed, so I'm going to go with the person who shows me respect." The former British champion believes that the man from Morecambe is too big and too experienced for the Ukrainian, who was fighting a weight below not long ago. He told ID Boxing how he sees it playing out. When Joshua put Usyk on the back foot and tried to use his size, instead of standing and trying to be a bit of a chess match, he drained Usyk felt in the second fight. What Tyson Fury does better than anyone is uses his size to his advantage. That's one of his biggest strengths. Watching him against Derek Chisora, he towered of Derek Chisora. Now, I'm a little bit taller than Tyson Fury, but I gave my height away when I boxed a little bit. He's an expert at being the big man, and I just think he'll be a big man Usyk. I think he'll lean all over him, he'll fight dirty, and I think he'll probably win a bit of a scruffy fight. Based on their training and preparation, Zhile Zhang predicts the outcome of the Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk fight.
I think it all depends on what type of training camp they have and what type of preparation both of the fighters do in their training camp. If Tyson Fury fights the same way and prepared the same way he prepared for Ngannou, I think it's going to be a long night for Tyson. But if he really trains hard and take care of his life, take care of his routine, I think he's got it. He's taller, his reach is longer, and he's more flexible. I just do believe he had so many physical advantages over Oleksandr Usyk. So I think if in a perfect world, I'm leaning forward to Tyson Fury.
The former two-weight world champion Ricky Hatton has weighed in on what's perhaps the most sought-after fight in the sport, and he's picking a clear winner. It will perhaps come as no surprise that the former champion is picking his countryman and friend, Fury. He told Beanie Man News, "I can't see past Tyson. I can't see him losing against anyone, to be honest with you. But Usyk is an Olympic gold medalist, undisputed cruiserweight, heavyweight champion of the world. So if anybody's got a chance of beating Tyson, it's Usyk. I just think Fury beats him in all areas. He's taller, he's bigger, he's heavier, he's stronger. He can fight southpaw or orthodox, fight up close, fight at a distance. I think it's hard to look against Tyson." Former cruiserweight champion Johnny Nelson told Sky Sports Boxing that the onus is on Usyk to prove he can find a way to overcome the huge physical advantages boasted by Fury. Usyk is thought to be one of the most intelligent boxers around. However, Nelson boldly thinks Fury will be too smart, even for the Ukrainian. He stated, "In my opinion, I'd say Tyson Fury wins. Too big, too strong, too smart, in and out of the ring. I think it'll be lost in translation if he tries any of the old mind games. Usyk won't be aware of that. But fighting is about the build-up to it, the mental aspect, and how you approach it. Tyson Fury has proved himself to be a fully fledged fighting man, and a big one at that. So it's Usyk who has to prove that now, matter how big Fury is, he can make him fall. But I'm going with Tyson Fury on this one." Shane McGuigan has weighed in on a potential undisputed heavyweight showdown between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, and the trainer is backing Fury to come out on top should the fight get made. The way to beat someone with that movement is to fire into the body, keep it in the center of the ring, and keep him backed up. Usyk loves to command the pace and loves to command the center. If I'm Tyson Fury, I'm going to be using my size, using my physicality, wear him down, and make him feel that weight advantage. I'd say Fury wins on points. Although tipping Fury to get the victory, McGuigan certainly doesn't rule out the Ukrainian walking away with all the belts. He's Usyk got a very big chance because he's got the ability to win and find a way to win. He's got trick after trick, and he can adapt and bring something new, but it's whether he can sustain it for the 12. So what do you think about this fight? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.